to a certain point, I think the FARC didn't realize how unpopular they are in Colombia.
Yeah, because I want to ask you about that. I'm reading a lot of the rhetoric is very strong and particularly harsh when it comes to allotting them 10 seats in parliament, saying, well, this is going to turn Colombia's parliament into, no disrespect, Venezuela's.
No, definitely. I think they think. Well, the FARC, that's the way I interpret the deal, the political deal, is that they think they could win some popular support pretty quickly. And the vote, yesterday's vote, is showing that there's very few people who trust them in Colombia. Very few people supporting them.
What do you think of this provision that they would have guaranteed these 10 seats over a short while inside of the parliament?
Personally, I think it's legitimate as part of a peace process. It doesn't mean the FARC. It's for a limited amount of time, so it doesn't mean you're handing over the country to the FARC. It means that you grant them some political influence for a certain period of time and allow them to win some support from the people. I don't think it's totally outrageous, but I can understand it's a problem for Colombians, and definitely it was, as you can see the way they voted. So I think both sides of the negotiation, both the FARC and the representative of the Colombian government, thought that the Colombian people would accept such a deal.
Because we had a previous deal that was made with the M19.
Exactly.
And it went through. The M19 was not as big as the FARC. They had that amount of seats, and they didn't. I mean, it's the Colombian Congress is big. I mean, 10 seats over 160, 70. It's not enough to just make a decision. I think that we need to understand that more than rational facts, this is an emotional vote, and that the president and the leaders of the FARC have to respond to the emotional feeling of Colombians that the FARC has to amend. And it's true that, for example, for us who were victims of the FARC, we need to hear them really talking about what they did to us and how they rationalize what happened with, keeping in the jungle for 15 years soldiers and civilians. This is something that it's not enough to say, well, yes, we asked for forgiveness 5 minutes before signing the peace agreement. Mm-hmm. But this is a process.
I think the vote is also a blow to the FARC, because they've been, for those 50 years, they've been fighting the Colombian state. They were saying they were representing the Colombian people somehow. Then comes the vote for the first time, and I don't think they would expect it. They would expect such a.
So right now they're saying they're ready to work to fix it, but could they then say, hey, well, if we're so unpopular, what's the point of bargaining?
No, I think the window is really short, because within the FARC, there are some people, as Ingrid was saying, that are against the peace agreement, who want to continue the war. And these people can get empowered if the negotiation drags on.